What's up? August here. Check this out. I've been getting a lot of questions as far as when am I leaving, and although I've already said it maybe once or twice on one of the videos, at this point I can't expect anyone to go through and watch 29 videos to actually see exactly when I said I was gonna go or if I was gonna go. I realize at this point I have a lot of material out there, and there's just like maybe a handful of people will see one video and then comment, when am I starting? And quite frankly, I think that's kind of rude. You know, if somebody's, well, it's kind of rude not to actually respond. You know, if someone's taking the time to give you a shout out and say good luck, you know, wish you luck, blah 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 blah, hey, by the way, when are you starting, rather than try to go in and comment on every single you know, entry, it's just better for me to come out with this final video and just let you know, hey, by the way, I'm already gone, you know, deuces. But since I'm taking the time to show you or tell you that I'm leaving, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop some stuff out there. You know, we'll just call this, you know, something for the road, so to speak. Number one, am I on the trail now? No. Have I left? Yes. What do I mean? Well, simply, what I usually do when I'm going on the trail, because it's such a big block of time, is I'll go out and I'll visit with friends and family. You know, I'll just hit the circuit as far as the U.S. go to all these different states because I can, and like you know, see friends and relatives that I haven't seen in a while. You know, and it's easy to do when you're blocking out 6 months of time. You know, why not, you know, push this stuff together and try to get done as much as you can. You know, now that's number one. But as far as the military goes, another reason why I do it is because anytime you're going into a volatile environment, and you know the trail is dangerous, anything can happen. You know, you want the opportunity beforehand to say you know, to have your meets and greets and say goodbye, so to speak. It's kind of morbid, but at the same time, it's like, hey, if I don't get a chance to see you again, you know, blah 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 blah, you know, hi, you know, miss you, love you, da 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 da. And I guess for the civilians going out there, I mean, it's not a bad idea to stop by and see your mom and dad or friends and be like, listen, you know, if you don't hear from me, this is the last place I was going. This is my destination, the trail, you know. So if something happens, at least they know where to look, so to speak. What I'm actually doing something different this year in March. On March 10th, I actually have reservations at a hostel, you know, a hiker hostel. It's like a hotel before I go on the trail. I've never done that before starting out on the trail. However, I'm going to make an exception this year simply because it's been my experience that anytime I took the bus in to go to Georgia, that I've never paid less than $100 to be picked up at Gainesville and taken to Trailhead. Okay, and that's just for the shuttle ride. And in one case, when I came from Atlanta, you know, the train station in Atlanta or the bus station in Atlanta, it was even more. All right. What I found this year in this book right here, it's the Thru-Hiker's Companion 2012. Okay, what I actually did this year was actually looked in there and see exactly what are my options, you know, because you know, you try to do things smarter, and at the same time you try to think outside the box more and more to, like, you know, make your hike a little bit easier. And I found a hostel in there in Dahlonega. I'm not gonna mention names because it's just the way I do it, but for $75 they'll pick you up at either Atlanta or Gainesville. Okay, put you up in the room, feed you the morning of, you know, as soon as you get up, feed you breakfast, and then take you to the trail for $75. I'm like, dude, I can't pass that up, you know. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I got reservations with them on the 10th. Okay, so you're looking at any time past the 10th, then I'll be on the trail and I'll be doing my thing, you know, pretty much. Do I recommend it? Of course, man. I mean, why pay $100? Why pay even more just to get, you know, pretty much, you know, no love at all, throw you in a smelly taxi, drop you off at Trailhead, nothing, and you know, and then you got to tip them. So, you know, so personally, I would definitely go that route. Use the hostel route, and it's like I told you before. Anytime you get the opportunity to use hiker hostels as opposed to hotels or shuttle drivers, personal shuttle drivers as opposed to taxis, you always have that human element that's a stronger bond with the hiker hostels and the people that actually want to, you know, give you rides for donations and things like that. That's where you're going to get the love and the hookup, so to speak. For those of you that are going to be through hiking this year, I just want to leave you with three things. Number one, what? I mean, it's real simple. Be patient. believe, and be the chameleon. Okay, what does that mean? Be patient. Okay, it's gonna take a second to get your trail legs. All right, understand, through hiking Appalachian Trail, if you've never done it before, you're gonna experience a lot of aches and pains and blisters and this, that, and the other. You got to be patient to let your body acclimate. Okay, what I usually do, and I've always done it, the first week I just go from shelter to shelter. What does that mean? Well, the first 4 days I'm not doing over 7 miles, because the way the shelters are, you go 5 miles to this shelter, 7 miles to this shelter, and I guess from going to Blood Mountain and over that hump, that's probably the first 11-mile day, but I'm not hitting that until like 4 and 5 miles out. And I've always recommended, you know, and you don't have to follow my advice. People be like, 5 miles, man, I'm gonna do it, and they do just fine. But with me, I always take time out, you know. It's not like you're decompressing, but you're taking it slow. You're getting used to the gear. You're letting everything wear the way it's gonna wear, so you're not getting, you know, rashes and burns and whatnot. So when I'm saying be patient, okay? You're gonna have aches and pains. You know, the gear is gonna be new to you. Don't let it get you down. Give yourself that window of opportunity to get through those growing pains, okay? What was the second one? Believe, okay? That's a big one, you know, because I got to tell you, you know, if you're through hiking the trail, I'll be honest with you, the trail is bigger than you, okay? It's you're David and the trail is Goliath, you know, and it's just like that. But at some point, and it's going to happen, you're going to reach a point where you say to yourself, you know what, I can do this. For some people, it don't come until you hit Maine. For some people, it'll come around New Hampshire or something. But there's going to come a time where you realize, hey, I got this. But at the same time, there's going to be a point where you're going to be challenged. I mean, no doubt about it, you're going to be challenged. For example, I've ran two marathons, and on the first one, after mile 17, my body started to cramp up like oh, get out. I was feeling something I've never felt before, so I had to stop and just start walking, but I didn't stop. I guess this goes under be patient, but the fact I'm trying to say is, you know, I just said, you know what, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to walk this out, and it took me 4 miles to walk it out. All right, but then I started running again, and I got across that finish line. And dude, the second time I ran a marathon, it was even worse. After mile marker 8, I mean, I just got this pain that, it was terrible. But I said, you know what? I just grinned and bared it, and I said, it's not going to get no harder than this point. I'm going to ride this out. And I did ride it out. And after a while, I mean, the craziest thing, you just forget to hurt. You forget to feel the pain. And that's that mindset that you have to be in. You know, don't get lost in the present and be consumed by whatever pain or anything that's on your mind. Just keep a little bit of yourself going forward. Now, as far as the believing goes, it's like I said before, you know, the trail's a big thing. So whatever you can take with you, you know, in your mind, heart, or even literally or figuratively speaking, take it with you, you know, because you're going to need it. What do I mean? Well, Lex Luthor had a pocket full of kryptonite before he called out Superman, you know. David had 5 stones before he went up against Goliath, you know. What? Alexander and Caesar, they had Cleopatra, you know, and what? Napoleon had Josephine. All the thing I'm trying to say is that, you know, you're gonna need something going into it. You know, it could be a group, could be anything, but keep in mind and just hold that thought and believe in yourself until you get that point where you know, you start to drink the Kool-Aid and be like, hey, I got this, and you will get it, you know. As far as the last one, be the chameleon, you're gonna have to refer to my videos. I don't know the number of the video, but it says there are 2 types of hikers. Before you go on a trail, I mean, if I say if you only see one video, see that one, the one that says that there are 2 types of hikers, because that's the video that's going to define your experience, whether it's for 1 week or whether it's for the whole time through, you know, whether you complete the journey or whether you end up getting off and quitting beforehand, you know. That's the video you want to watch because it puts everything into perspective. So when I say be the chameleon, that's what I'm talking about. Be that person that I'm talking about in the video, okay? And that's it, you know. Next time I come back, I'm more likely to be at least 20 pounds lighter, unfortunately. But like I said before, I really don't want to try to do videos at the same time while I'm hiking. You know, it's, you know, I don't want to rely on their software, because I don't know what I'm going to come up against. So what I'm going to do is just pretty much go through, collect everything, and when I'm done, put everything together, edit it, so to speak, put 15 minutes, you know, splotches, and put it out there. So you won't hear from me for a minute, but I could say wish me luck, but I'll tell you, you got to make your own luck, you know. And I'll see you on the other side. Thank you. You know, I got to tell you, I've had I've had one negative comment. That's it, you know. And you know, the guy felt so bad he took the comment off. But you know, I know there are a lot of haters out there, but I must say, you know, ultimately you guys have been very positive, and I do appreciate that, because that's the energy that I want to put out there, and that's the energy people are gonna come in and take in as they're going on the trail. And if you know people that are hiking, and you know, I think hikers go to trailjournals.com. You know, that's a good way to keep up with hikers and whatnot. If you see hikers, you know, or if you come across hikers, or you hear their stories and whatnot, and they sound like they can benefit from one of the stories I put in one of my videos, shoot them a line, you know, so when they're out there, they can click on this video and be like, hey, you know what, that's what I needed to hear, get on the bandwagon and keep on going. So pretty much I want my videos to be a line of communication between your loved ones and your friends that are out there and probably need some support. You know, let me be that segue to help you find the words. You know, I'm starting to babble, so I'm gonna let it go. But at any rate, yeah, I'm already gone. I'm on the trail right now, and maybe I'll see you at trail days. Maybe I'll see you on the trail. But you know what? It's been fun. It's been real. Okay. All right, August out here. Take care. One more thing. I saw the video and I saw something that didn't come out quite right. What I'm saying is this: I'll be taking video on the trail. That's the whole point of this. I'm doing a documentary. What I was trying to convey to you is that I'm not going to post my videos as I hike. It's best for me to collect all the data, bring it back, edit it when all is said and done, and then post it. So that's what I'm saying. I've looked on YouTube and I've seen people actually, you know, hey, we're here today, and then bam, they upload it the next day and so forth. That's not the way I want to do it. You know, I want to be able to actually do everything, put it together, and then put it out there. So that's what I meant to say when I said I'm not going to do video and hike at the same time. What I was saying is I'm not going to post and hike at the same time. All right, out here. One last thing, and I guess it bears mentioning since this is 2012. The first time I took an iPod on the trail was 2007, and I think it might have lasted 3 weeks before I messed up. And it really wasn't nothing that I did. I mean, I tried to be as careful as possible, but you know, this is just one of those things I had to learn the hard way. And it's funny because I just watched the movie, and the guy quoted, you know, he says something in the movie. He said, "Experience is a cruel teacher that gives you the exam first and then the lesson." And I got to tell you, I said, wow, that was great, you know. So I'm going to impart that. But anyway, this is what I learned the hard way. If you're gonna take an iPod, it doesn't matter if it's a old school iPod or any kind of iPod. They all have this little thing here, this right here. All right. What you want to do is you're gonna have to destroy one of these, but it's something that you want to do. You want to cut this off, cut this end off, and you're gonna look like something like this. And when you're hiking, when you're on a trail, whatever, you want to take this thing and keep it inside. Just literally plug it in. Okay. And this is the way you're gonna roll with it, because believe it or not, moisture will get right up in this little piece right here, and then it's just gonna fry your iPod. It's just not gonna work anymore. So do it. You know, Ziploc bag is not gonna work because there's no way around condensation. When you got temperatures dropping below freezing and then rising again, and then this is next to your body and the sweat and then the rain, condensation is the one that's gonna get you. So this little thing here, you want to make sure you cut this thing up. You know, it's going to cost something, but it doesn't matter. Cut one of these, take the head off, put it inside your iPod, and leave it there. You know, I mean, this is how you want to roll. Period. And it's gonna save you. So, words of wisdom. All right, out here.